You already know the vibes. It is Naga. That light make it look better. I don't look so dark in here, right? But I'm still dark. That's something roasting your boy, cooking my flesh. You already know the vibes. It's Naga Stars. We're about to get into a nice topic. Tune in while I play these commercials and, while I play the intro, matter of fact. You already know the vibes. Let's go. You already know the vibes. It's Naga's promotional channel. Promotional channel. Naga's promotions. You already know the vibes. You can holler at me and get that graphic designs, promotion, and advertisement. Hit me up in my inbox. Hit me up in the email. Information always in the description. Holler at your boy. I got it for you. $75 a day. $250 a week, $850 a month, beating out every other option that's existing. They go from $2,500 to $4,500. If you want that, go right ahead. They can't even do a better job than what I do when I get you where you got to be. So you know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself so I can invest in you. You already know the vibes. Naga.
Monet, a with the affirmations to enjoy your day with. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Naga's rising cavalry. The netters are my battery. I got my discipline. My source comes from within. Root chakra grounded in the cosmos so infinite. Nagas through my veins. Currencies flow through ligaments. Another netta instrument. Manifest me dividends. I'm on my mastery. Self-doubt is blasphemy. I'm the God I ask for me. Connected to my astral being. I summon other beings. All facets of me. Magician carve my meaning. My purpose is the alchemy. I am numero uno, Raishi on my mind, lion's mane, big on sumo, Babalao aligned with Pluto. We kick back like we judo, karma licks back with Pluto. Heart on a feather, that represents my new growth. Trusting me is crucial, the God in me a do show. I'm bigger than your economics, politics, and Google. My omnipresence is the true show, all the world is stage. Allow my authentic self to be the sage. Fumigating parasites all up in my space. Cause I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than indoctrinations. Naga's rising cavalry. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than the situation. Nettas are my battery. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Naga's rising cavalry. The nettas are my battery.
You already know the vibes. Naga starts. We up in here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Put on a little bit of weight. Starting to get a little chunky. You already know the vibes, man. Yeah, I wanted to build with y'all real quick because Devon be hit me with those CDs, those downloads. Pop them in real quick, you know what I'm saying? Take them off the disc player. You already know the vibes, you know what I'm saying? So just some things like, we all play a role as far as like thinking that we, supposed to automatically do that. You know what I'm saying? Like jump and just tell everybody, like, because you heard about the Messiah, so you think your role is to be like the Messiah, you know what I'm saying? When in fact your role is to be a divine being. You know what I mean? The message was because there was other intentional entities that existed. And because the intentional entities could change the minds of people, we had to set new precedent. So for the most part, we was never supposed to be the ones who were outspoken. We were supposed to be the ones who show you how to move. That's what it was. It was like say you're in oppression and somebody found a way out and they dug it and they had a rock right there covering it up, but it was trees and nobody knew. So they were like, yo, they'll look at you across the field or whatever. You looking, you watching. So they walk back towards where it's at. They kind of cough or whatever, kick their foot. And you look over where they kick their foot at, and then you see, you see the escape place. You're like, oh, it's right there. So you nod your head, turn your head the other way. You got the information. So then that person moves off. This is just them talking in the capture yard. They captured. Nobody can understand what they're doing though, right? He's showing him how to get out. He's like, yo, I'm gonna show you where it's at. So then later they cross to the path. They throw up some numbers. This communication is based off the time and the space and when they're gonna make the moves. So depending on where they place that, one is gonna say, yo, I'm moving at this time because I'm closer. When I'm out, and y'all know that I'm going because this light right here can go out, and y'all move. But y'all, everybody know the exit at. You know what I'm saying? That's them showing them how to get out. So that's how that works. So when we started getting this, doing this part, everybody like, yo, I'm getting downloads. I'm so-and-so. I'm this being. I'm this queen. I'm this king. All this other stuff. They're just so eager to have a name because nothing else really went like that in your life. You didn't care about what you spoke. You just wanted to sound like you were speaking. So all that got chopped up back in the spirit world because Divine like, yo, they talking too much. Like, every time I send somebody a plan, y'all go run tell it. That's what we got monologuing, like, like the old cartoons or the old Batman and, on TV, be like, well, Batman, I'm going to tie you up and hang you from this chain and drip acid over you slowly until your brains pop out and I will be the victim. Like, what I'm saying? Stupid. Just monologuing the whole TV show. Like, so now you watching to see what he do and if it works. And then Batman uses your utility belt. He wasn't going to get me. We escaped. Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? It's dumb shit. It's like the world sets you up to be monologuing. So now every time you hear something, you got to go run tell it. And you say it with a whole pizzazz, like a whole, bravado. Like, listen, hey, what's going on? If you wasn't doing this, like talking too much. It ain't for everybody to know. A lot of people, I know people not going to comprehend my shit. And this is what Divine's like, yo, they're not supposed to comprehend. You're not even there to teach people. I'm like, I'm not. He like, nah, you're there to set the wave. I'm like, set the wave? What's that mean? He's like, you don't notice how many things you set into it. You started and people don't realize they'll never say or know that you started it, but you was the first one to say a lot of shit like your whole life. I'm like, yo, I think about it from time to time, but you like, think about it like that. You're like, yo, you say something and it ripples. You know what I'm saying? It just ripples. Our energy got to come into a position. It's not about the energy being spoken. It's about the energy being there. So you're a conduit. So when that energy posts out and you get hit with that knowledge, you automatically like, yo, I need to do something with this knowledge because you charged up. You're ready to go put some form of work in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're ready to go tell somebody because you feel it. Divine don't want you to feel it. He wants you to be a beacon of light. He wants you to hold it. He wants you to be strong enough to contain it. That's all that energy that be making you want to say something. You're like, I got to do something. I got to say something. I got to stop him. That's the energy trying to bust out. You got to contain it and let it shine. You know what I'm saying? Be the beacon of light. That's what it really is. So because that means you are the light post. So when situations around you are going array, what are you going to attract if you're the light post? You're going to attract the darkness. So people who are going through the darkness, it's kind of going to close them into you. It's like they're going to start backing up to the light pole because they're like, it's darkness closing in around them. But because you're the light post, you get an opportunity to see that happening. So they come towards you, then you shine, bing, push it all back. That's what the downloads be for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't be like, yo, let me run, go do it. Let me go say it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you get up here, you say it, they're like, oh, then here go the evil people. We know what they're going to do. We know how they're going to move. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of deep like that, but people don't get an opportunity to think that far. That's all. It has everything to do with the level of your growth speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just that you don't know because you're growing at that particular level. You know what I'm saying? When children grow, they're like, they feel powerful at different stages until they learn not to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And one is how you speak. So we don't comprehend that as a value as of yet. Most people don't anyway. You know what I mean? Because you're just gonna go say it. You know what I mean? You're just gonna go put that energy out. It doesn't matter. You're gonna feel like you're supposed to be something of a value. If divine don't come bless, and see, this is the dope thing about life. When divine puts something in your life for it to be a title for you, rearrange the structure of your physical being. You know what I'm saying? That's how deep the universe works with you. So when it's time for you to be in a different energy, right? Granted by the universe, not something self-proclaimed. Not self-proclaimed. When divine gives you that title, your physical changes. That's that. I got calluses on my hands, y'all. Calluses. We're putting in work. See calluses. So, your physical gets a chance to change. Your skin pills, you know what I'm saying? The thought patterns, everything, they change because divine is graduating you. That's how you know if divine graduates someone, because they'll be more apt for the next situation. They'll be able. Their structure physically will be different. Body structure, strength, conductivity, mentally, all that changes. You know what I'm saying? Like divine to pull some things up off you just to get you ready for the next task. You know why? Because you passed that. You passed that class. How I'm gonna send you into the next class unequipped. That's like bad on the teacher's part. So your teacher is the almighty creator of all things, especially if you're doing a job that the divine set out and you literally pass it, then you get to go to the next class. You get to go to the next class. That's just the point. So you're gonna be apt. If you're working with your energy, your spiritual energy inside you, and you're not expelling it by trying to prove the fact that you think that you are somebody with a divine name or character or whatever, then you're too busy doing a job. So while you're doing a job, the energy itself is going to encapsulate everything physical about you. So therefore, it can maintain or have you maintain the value of continuance. So now you have to continue that job. So I can't have you breaking down, getting old and messed up, stuff like that. But you're doing the job. So now I have to alleviate the things you would normally have to go take care of just so you can continue doing the job. That's where the divine power comes in. That's when people started getting mixed up with the value, talking about magic this and magic that, and they wanted to see some shit happen. Nah, not like that. That ain't the value. You know what I'm saying? Like divine, the energy always protects the body, even though the body encapsulates the energy. It just depends on which level you're coming from. If you're coming from the physical aspect, you're depleting the life energy. If you're coming from the energy aspect, the body will deplete. So the energy got to keep the physical up. Don't let this go over your head. I know a lot of people like, what is he talking? Listen, I ain't gonna be dropping jewels like this all the time. I'm literally telling y'all where my mission taking me, but you gotta be willing to listen. Eventually, I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna have to be the light pole. I have to be the light tower. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, and just shine. And whatever's housed in that. So, I ain't trying to hold you, man. I'm just trying to show you something. I didn't even keep it 100. I wasn't even gonna come on here and drop a live. I kept feeling like not to. Like, yo, don't do it. Don't do it. I was like, man, you still gotta do it though. Because you can't just like not share. Wow, look at those numbers. I should look up that angel number right there. That's dope. Hold on. Hold on. Got an angel number there, buddy. Angel number. Dun, 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 dun. Angel number. When it comes to the spiritual meaning, carries a powerful message of trust and faith. It reminds us to trust ourselves and the divine guidance that is constantly available to us. This number urges us to have faith in our abilities, decisions, and the path we're currently on. Wow, look at that. I don't make this up, yo. And the angel number was 24. It's July 24th, and the clock said 2:24. So the 2 is the direction. So whenever you catch a number in the middle, majority of the time, that's like the way sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why I know that, but like if you have certain numbers in the middle of sequence numbers, then that's the way. So it's like 24 to 24. You know what I'm saying? Not 24 to, like, you know what I'm saying? You think about highways like 95 to I-20. You know what I'm saying? Like to I-20, right? Like that. So it's like 24 to 24. You know what I'm saying? So you put 24, 24, and it gives you the message. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that was just now. So I think that was dope. Shout out to the angels for the message and that perfect amount of timing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, they don't never slip. They be on time. I don't even gotta like really look for it. I just be like, yo, look, boom, bam. They go one that just came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh snap, just came out of nowhere. Beautiful thing. Shout out to the angels. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the all praise due to the Most High. You already know the vibes. So, yeah, man. You know what I mean? It's just different phases of youth. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty of different phases of youth, and people don't get a chance to understand that because you're too busy trying to prove the value of what you are. You're not trying to learn what you are. You're trying to prove the value of what you are. So you go on this tangent of ego. I'm first, and we did this first, and we this, and we shut up. We did nothing first. Yeah, it'd be bugging me out. Y'all be like, yo, what? Talk about first, second, and third. Man, shut up. Only thing first, second, and third is the first time you shit, the second time, and the third time you take a turn. You go dump it in the toilet. Like, that should be crazy to me, yo. But at the end of the day, that's gonna be the lessons that the guys come to teach you anyway. It's like we can't really tell somebody about their perception of where they live and where they stand unless they bring it to you and give you the understanding to break it down. Like, I gotta bring you the problem and give you the assessment on some real understanding, not like me speaking for myself, but literally give you the real breakdown, my perception and the value, my true placement in that value, and allow you to deliberate if I want help from somebody. But majority of the time, people carry information. You know what they do? They go to you with their perception that validates their actions. And then you got to figure out some shit. You got to be like, it wouldn't happen like that. And then they don't want to be wrong, so they never listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how people move in the world. Can't be wrong. People don't want to be wrong. They got enough problems. And even if they messed up, they don't want to be wrong. Even if they know they're wrong, they don't care. They don't want to. They're just going to be that. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for the most part, man, the overall job is going to speak to the value of us lacking in all of that communication. Like, the communication going to go numb because you're giving out too much of the juice and you're not getting nowhere. So what does the teacher do eventually? Just be quiet until the class settle down. You know, like, you gonna say so, you gonna teach, and then the bell never rings. We're like, we going home? Nope. You're gonna sit right here. Because y'all like to talk and waste my time, so I'm gonna waste your damn time. It's like simple. It's a simplicity to a value. Like, and I see people get so passionate, and then you can never question divine. You can't be like, well, divine, I thought you gave me this for me to speak. No, he didn't give it to you for to speak. He gave it to you to be. He thought you were strong enough to handle the responsibility of holding that. What is knowledge for? To solve an issue. What's the issue when it comes? Just be prepared. See where I'm going with this? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I give you the secret weapon if every time the secret come out, you done told everybody, like, this is what you need to do? And I ain't even gonna shoot you no shit. I do that. I get a message. I want to go tell everybody. I want to be like, listen, crowd, this is really what it is. I be wanting to do that. You know what I'm saying? I would be like, yo, look, I'll put you on to the steez real quick. You know what I'm saying? I done seen the juice. I done seen it already. Like, I done tapped into the future. I done seen it already. I done seen it before it happened, son. And it's funny, even though I be making jokes and shit, like, that's the reality. You know what I mean? But am I supposed to just go out and say something? Or should I hold that knowledge for when those situations need my attention? Well, my grandma used to see, she used to get so emotional with it, she'll run down on you. My grandma was named Tiny in the city. She was known. She's living in Cali and she's living in New York. But she was known. You know what I'm saying? She was known. Her name was Tiny. She ain't play. Everybody know her. The police was scared of her. Niggas on the block was scared of her. Like, everybody was scared of my grandma, yeah. And she was little too. She was like 4'9", like 4'8". She was short. But she brought pressure. They were like, they go Tiny. They go Tiny. It was funny, yo. Like, it was just funny. Like, my grandma, she's People were scared of my grandmother. I ain't gonna say to people I know, they would say, "Oh, that's your grandmother? Oh man, I love that woman to death." Like, shut up, you scared, yo. You scared of my grandma. My grandma had pressure. She had that pressure on you. Grandma had your heart like boom, 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 boom. Man, get this little lady. She's like a Tasmanian devil in that. Shout out to my grandma, yo. I love that woman. It broke my heart when my grandma died, yo. Like, I got dumb strong when she died too. Like, I broke a whole closet door off. One hit, I was like 11. Knocked the whole closet door off. It was like the ones that fold in like this, the metal joints that was on the racks, on the rails. You have to open them like this. You pull them and they open and they close like this. Hit that shit dead in the center. Bang! Whole shit just folded in like somebody took them off the joints. They took both of them off. They took them off and folded them up nicely and set them up. Hit that shit one time. Bang! That shit just folded. And I was like, leave him alone. Leave him alone. He wigging right now. Let him go. Fold that whole shit up. Yo, like, that shit was crazy. I was 11. I was like, whoa, I hit that shit hard. Yo. I just released. That shit was like Goku. I just released a lot of energy and it was surged up too because that shit hurt me, man. My grandma died. I would have hurt somebody. I was looking for a fight that day too. I wanted somebody to say something stupid. I wanted somebody to joke with me wrong. All that shit that day. I wanted to be the joke. I wanted somebody to start so I could just dive on them. You know what I'm saying? Just dive on them. Like, when I was young, I went looking for trouble. You know what's crazy? Couldn't find nobody. Couldn't find nobody. I ain't seen nobody the whole day. Just by myself walking for miles. And then walking back, I was like, yo, nobody outside today? Like, no, take your ass home. Went back to the house. I'll never forget that shit. I was 11 years old. Hit the door. Bang. Shit folded up. My grandma used to see, yo. She'll run down on you real quick. She'd be like, I'm telling you, this motherfucker right here ain't shit. They just did this, then the third. And they be looking at my grandma like how she know. You know what I'm saying? Like, she know everybody business though. She'll wake up and be like, this gonna happen. And they be like, she tripping, and then it happened. Right? That's where I come from. It's my mom's mom. My mom's mother. So I don't be trying to explain shit to people, and I don't even try to get into that whole communicational aspect with people. Like, I just be knowing shit. You know what I'm saying? And people think everybody takes shit lightly because, you know, you hear it on TV and all that. You see people talk about that shit. You don't believe that shit be right around you. And then somebody tell you and they confide, like, yo, I be seeing shit. They be like, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even care if they believe it. That's how it goes. So majority of the time when I back away, it's because I already know. It's like I already seen it. It's like, yo, what you gonna put all your energy in for? They just sitting there, you know what I'm saying, fucking up the vibes. Like, I see it. My grandma was like, she was way more aggressive. It's because she was just going through the transitions. She was just going through the transitions. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll put a little bit in. And then I think it was affecting her because them downloads, they come so fast. I got to smoke to slow them down. You know what I'm saying? And plus I got like equilibrium balance issues. So I always be like, sometimes like dizzy, you know what I'm saying? Like everything be spinning around. You know what I mean? You can't stand up too long, whatever. Even mess with your wordplay a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I learned I could slow it down and don't have to get hit with it so aggressively. And I'll get them. I see it. And then I got a chance like to see if I'm going to involve myself with it or not, like that. If it's my business or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. If it's my business to do it, like, and majority of the time Devon be like, yo, I got it already. I'm just showing you just so you know. It'd be like that majority of the time. So I see some shit and be like, it ain't for me to say nothing. I see some people's intention on my life and shit. I see what they say by their frequency, the words they carry, the energy. I'll be like, that's what you said. You know what I mean? It's weird like that. I'll be like, okay, that's what you did. I get it. Oh, that's what you did. Okay. Right. And it'll piss you off sometimes. But Devon be like, nah, that feeling you feeling, let that go. Let that go. Because that's the feeling that pulls you back into that. You don't see how far you are ahead of it right now because you're able to do this. Don't listen to that feeling. That feeling, let it sit there. Don't open the door for it. You know what I'm saying? You got to master on knowing that it's out there, and you never open the door of yourself. So then you can like digest that feeling. So then when you comprehend that, you get more sight. It's like it tightens the capability of being able to see. And sometimes you just be not doing nothing, and you'll be able to see something like just looking off into space or some shit, right? And it's like, what's that? Right? So yeah, that's the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I get mine from. But either way, the overall message to this build was that we're not gonna keep doing this. It's not gonna keep being this conversational piece. I can't tell everybody else what to do, but I know Divine is about to heighten the aspect. And for you people out here that think we in the 5D, who's saying we living in the 5D, how are we living in the 5D when your shadow is 2-dimensional, your body is 3-dimensional? So that would mean what's projecting onto your body would have to be 4-dimensional. So how are we living in a 5th-dimensional world? I'm just saying, yo, that means we're living in a 4th-dimensional world. We've been living in a 4th-dimensional world. You was never awoke to the fact that you was living in a 4th-dimensional world because what's above you is 4th dimension. It's the 4th dimension to separate you from a 5th-dimensional being or a 4th-dimensional being. You know what I'm saying? Like the 4th-dimensional being is what casts your shadow. That's your higher self. Your higher self is a 4th-dimensional being. You're a 3rd-dimensional being. Your shadow is 2 dimensions. That's a reality. Ain't nobody else going to tell you what I'm telling you right now. So the 4th-dimensional being is what's casting a light that makes you formulate here. So that thing would have to be living in a dimensional world that represents the value of containing a 4th dimension, 4th-dimensional being, right? So we live in a 3-dimensional world, right? All right. So the 4th-dimensional world is where the 4th-dimensional being is. That 4th-dimensional being shadow is a 3-dimension, which is us, right? So it can see us, but we can't see it because it's a dimension that separates that as a value, but we are still together. Like my shadow, but my shadow is 2 dimensions. My shadow can't see me though. Because every time I face my shadow, my back or my shadow's back is towards me. Every time I'm facing the shadow, the back of my shadow is facing me. Don't let that go over your head. Yo, I know that's just deep right there. Like, yo, I never thought about it like that. Wait a minute, but wouldn't the shadow be looking at me? Because it's casting off the image? Yeah, the back of you. Because that's where the light is hitting, the back of you. So the back of you is shining, but the outline is of your back. That's shining down. Don't let this shit go over your head. I'm telling you, it's the level of intelligence is crazy, but I mean, it's something to think about. So for the most part, the levels in between are not gods. It's just beings that have a higher aspect of the flower of life. What can hold the flower of life is the creator of all things, good, bad, and different. That's like a little teeny circle in the hand of a universe. The concept is astronomical. It's not something that we can fathom in some form of a likeness. Like, you know what I mean? It's like saying the atom is literally looking up at the body that it's attached to. It's too far. It's like light years away or something. Think about what I'm saying. So I ain't gonna hold you. Just trying to show you something. You already know the vibes. Naga. Yeah. Get this graphic design, promotional, and advertisements. $75 a day, $250 a week, $850 a month. Holla.